We started Tarjimly because of the Syrian refugee crisis. When we went to the refugee camps, we saw that language was such a barrier for everyone on the ground. And I turned to my friend Aziz, I turned to my co-founder and said, this is it. We have to launch Tarjimly today.
Today, refugees are so misunderstood that walls are being built, governments are shut down, and religious centers are attacked just to keep them out and silent.
I can't look today and see a bigger problem than the refugee crisis in terms of humanitarian need, in terms of the growth of that problem. I mean, we're at almost 75 million displaced people. I think 200 million people need humanitarian assistance around the world.
Refugees are trapped, not just by borders, but by language barriers every single day. We believe it's a human right to be heard and understood, and that's what Tarjimly fights for.
Our Imagine Grant project is to build a mobile app that's accessible to the entire world, the population of refugees that need translation help, the humanitarian sector that needs to interface and support those refugees, and then volunteer bilinguals around the world who act as the translators to help those people in need.
With AWS, we use machine learning to predict the availability of our translators and match them within seconds with a refugee that needs help with language translation.
Just kind of being halfway through a consultation with someone, and I just suddenly had this realization that I was in Greece as a UK doctor, seeing a patient from Afghanistan that was being interpreted by someone speaking Farsi who was originally from Iran, who was living in Germany, and it was kind of emotional. I think can be quite moving.
When you see like volunteer around you, well, they give me the feeling of like I feel more stronger. I can go anywhere I want to because I know there's someone can help me. You feel like different, like you feel you actually can't do it by yourself later on, and you feel like need to actually help because I know the struggles they went through. So now I was like, okay, I know which point I can help them with and where they're supposed to start from.
Tarjimly lowered the barrier for volunteers. That means today, with 15 minutes, you can translate for someone on the other side of the world. Tomorrow, you could help teach someone something from a skill you have. In 5 years, we'd want to master a whole suite of digital volunteering skills. How can we harness the skills that you have and that you're eager to give to the world through technology?
I think it's a feeling of hope, mostly, that they can see thousands of people on the other side ready to help them at a moment's notice. That gives them a lot of hope. And especially in a refugee camp, that's the biggest thing that's missing for people. So we're providing a way for them to feel like they're heard, like they're understood, like they're hopeful.
وأترجم للإنسانية.
और আমি অনুবাদ করি মানবতার জন্য।
और मैं पनागज़ीन के लिए तर्जुमा करता हूँ।
J'ai traduit pour l'humanité.
I translate for humanity.